how are you doing there? Welcome back to Crafters TV. It's Tuesday, which means, of course, it's time for the launch party. What has, dare I say, fast become one of your favourite shows of the week here on Crafters TV. It really is an amazing show. We have new product for you, recently launched product, brand new deals, we preview products as well, and we have an out of this world deal, which we'll get to in just a minute because I'm not here on my own. Of course, the lovely Leanne is here with me. How are you, Leanne?
Oh, I'm gorgeous today, I think, Joe. Well, not gorgeous, but you know what, I'm feeling good about life today. I'm feeling energised, and I think that's because when I've been looking at all these fabulous products, every single product has inspired a song in my mind. So while we've been getting ready, I've been singing along to Justin Bieber, Johnny Cash. It's been like a jukebox down memory lane today for me, Joe. So I'm in one of those playful, naughty moods. You're going to have to keep an eye on me.
Oh, sounds like trouble. Sounds like the most amount of fun that we normally have, to be fair. Loads of you, I can see, are watching. Hundreds of you are already watching the live feed right now. Any questions or comments that you've got as we go through, get them into us over on the Crafters TV Facebook page. Details along the bottom of your screen just there. If you want to email us at any point, you want to show us or share with us some of your projects that you've been making, again, the email address is just along the bottom of the screen there. Now, talking of things that we've been making, Leanne, what sort of things are you going to get up to today in the show?
Oh, I'm so excited to have these, Joe. These are these amazing Edgeable dies. They're glorious, which have become known in the craft industry as the Debbie Fisher dies. They're absolutely gorgeous. We adore these, we really do. So we're going to be having a look at these, how to use them, how simple they are, and how you can do a few more little different things with them. And then, oh my word, the Garden of Love collection, which is truly beautiful. You've got lovely foiling dies, you've got edges in here, you've got the most amazing 3D embossing folders with glorious sentiments, you've got flower forming if you want to do flower forming, and the most exquisite scrapbook papers that you can make full scrapbook projects with if you want to, or you can just make into regular cards. Really beautiful collection.
Oh, it's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. There's going to be lots of amazing demonstrations. Loads of you saying hi already. Oh, Robin's just randomly letting me know that she had grilled pork chops and roasted asparagus and Parmesan cheese last night. Sounds delicious, Robin. Julia, yes, I did finally get my bike. I've been out for one ride on it last week. I had a very sore bottom for at least 2 days afterwards, but we'll give it another go this week. It's very hilly around here, which seems to be the problem. But loads of you saying hi. Joyce, Jan, Debbie, Kathy, Linda. I can see you all there saying hi. Right, let's get cracked on. There's a lot in this show for you today. We're going to go on. We're going to look at the out of this world deal first. So it is going to feature two of our legendary embossing boards. It's our, what is it, Leanne? It's our
out of this world deal.
That's exactly what it is. We can only hold it for 24 hours. If you've not had our embossing boards before, where have you been? These are absolutely amazing for adding detail to your cardstock. Either you can use them on your own, or you can use them, of course, in conjunction with your ultimate. So you're going to get two of the embossing boards in this configuration, but what you're also going to get, you will get full instructions as well with the embossing boards to show you how you can make things like your boxes with them. But this, oh, it's lush, this. It's our A3 floral treats. Like, what way am I going to... There's so much detail and design on each sheet. I'm not sure which way I'm going to... flick it. What am I doing here? Let's go that way. Let's go that way first. There we go. So let me show you what you've got here. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is double-sided as well. It is A3. Huge. If you've been thinking, if you love to make envelope boxes, this would be perfect to go with your envelope boxes. It is beautiful. It's a really lovely heavyweight. If you love to fussy cut, you're going to absolutely adore this as well. It isn't something that we sort of really bring to you that often here at Crafters Companion. So definitely grab it if you've had your eye on it. It is beautiful, and it's all got this delicate script and scroll all the way through it, and it is absolutely Mahusive as well. You're going to have so much fun with that. Cut it down, use individual elements, fussy cut it as well. Lots that you can do. We'll only hold this deal for 24 hours, so £25 or $30 if you want to grab a hold of that one. Right, let's move on to the Garden of Love. Some great deals in the Garden of Love collections today. Now, we've got 3 individual collections, and we have got a larger collection for you as well, which I'll tell you about as we go through. So we've got the Edgeable collection firstly. Now, the Edgeable collection has this beautiful linen cardstock in here, 250 GSM, a really gorgeous weight. 4 colours, 6 of each, double-sided. That's right. Is it colour core? Shall we find out? I was just wondering this yourself. It is a white core, so if you want to tear that back, you want to sand it back, distress it, gives you loads of options with what you do just there. So you've got the papers included, then you're going to get 2 of the Edgeable die. So I'll show you the ones that you're getting. You're getting this one just here. You can see the Edgeable die that's been used across the top there. That's a delicate lace border, and then you've also got this one here as well, which is the elegant peony. That you're seeing just there. £20 or $26 if you want to go for that one in its own individually. You are saving 20% there on that one. Now, we've also got a flower forming collection for you. So you're going to get 9 sheets of our famous flower forming foam. So the great thing is with this one, you've got the pink, you've got the green, and you've got the white as well. Now, the thing about the white that's great is that you can add colour to that, so you can make it take on whatever colour you wish. You've got the 3D layered rose and the 3D layered daisy in here. So you're going to be able to create a multitude of different flowers, as you can see here. And the thing is about the Crafter's Companion flower forming is that after it's been moulded and then heat set as well, the great thing is that it really does help to retain its shape. It's not going to be something you're going to put in an envelope and it's going to look like someone's sat on it. It is going to keep that shape for you, which is great. £23 or $31 if you wanted to go for that collection on its own. And then we have another collection as well with our Garden of Love. And the next one we have is the Stamping and Embossing collection just here. So what you're going to get is you're going to get your monogram frame stamp in here. It's going to allow you to create all of your different initials on here, and you can do that using the stamps that are within. Then you've got a frame that goes with it. You're also going to get as well, this is Sarah's favourite embossing folder. You're going to get the Peony Corner embossing folder in there as well, which is beautiful. And then what you're going to get is you're going to get the gorgeous luxury matte mirror. Now, it's like our wonderful mirror cardstock, but it's, whereas mirror is like a true mirror board, this is almost like a brushed stainless steel. So it still gives you that pop of luxury that you want, but it's almost a little bit more elegant. So you can go for all 3 of those individually if you want to. However, if you go for, and I know so many of you will be wanting to multi-buy all 3 of them, it's a different collection. If you go for all 3 of them, it's the Garden of Love show collection that we've got just here. Because what we're going to do is going to take an extra £4 or $5 off the price, but then what we're also going to do is we're going to give you included the 6x6 pad that comes with the Garden of Love pad. Now, this one is always so popular because it's that one that's got all of that gorgeous foiling detail on there, and you're going to get this included for free, which is fantastic. And this should be $5.99 if you bought this individually. Wonderful for fussy cutting. You've got some great frames in there. These could be cut out for things like borders. You've got backgrounds in there too. All really beautiful on 6x6 size as well. So £60 or $80 when you get it all together in that configuration. I just want to really quickly give you a heads up as well to let you know that we have it. It's in stock right here, right now. It is, of course, the 12x12, exactly the same as you've seen here in the 6x6, but the 12x12. I know a lot of you, maybe you've got the Garden of Love collection already, and you'll want to come back and get the 12x12 for it. We've got that 12x12 available for you, $12.99 or $19.99 in dollars if you want to grab that one on the website. Now, the Edgeables, or the Debbie Fisher balls as I call them, because they were the idea of our lovely Debbie Fisher. Now, these are so incredibly popular. They are available on a buy two if you want to get them that way, but the best way to get the best value is to get them all together in this collection right here. So you can see what you've got here is Hello, which is this one here, and you can see the way that it's been cut in the edge. So it's going to give you the edge, and it's also going to cut the word into there for you as well. Now, because these are Edgeables, it means that you can do all of those Edgeable techniques. There's 4 hours of Edgeable masterclasses with Sarah available over on Crafters TV. So definitely get yourself over there and have a look at some of the different things that you can do with your Edgeables. There's so many different ways to use these. Now, I know you love these, Leanne, so much so that you wanted to start with these just quickly. Oh, can I just do a quick demonstration on them at the top? We said, who am I to come between Leanne and her Edgeables? That's what I thought.
Only a brave man would come between me and my Edgeables, Joe. Depends how brave you're feeling today. I wanted to show you just how easy these are to use because they are minimum effort, maximum glorious impact. They really are. These are your go-to because you get a beautiful edge and an incredible sentiment all in one go. So what I've cut here is my card from a regular piece of, do it from 8.5 by 11 or from A4 cardstock, whatever you've got in your stash. And I've cut this at 6 inches wide. Just short of 6 inches wide actually, so about 5 3/4. And so what I'm doing is deciding whereabouts I want my edge to cut out on this half fold card. Now I'm going to cut this quite high, this one, which will become obvious in a second. And I've got another one with it cut low, as well as high for this one. I don't know why I'm doing sound effects. I am musical today and I've been singing along to everything. So there we go. Things are going to get even more random as we go on, I think, Joe. And I'm going to tape this in place. Now when I tape this in place, I'm taping it on the bottom edge of the floral here because this piece is getting cut away. So I don't need to be careful or take care of this piece of card. It's my waste. So tape underneath when you're positioning these. Don't tape above if you want to keep that as part of your card. So I've got that now on my Gemini plate and I'm just going to make up my sandwich and pop it through the Gemini. And I'm using my Gemini because I'm doing it on a 6-inch open card there. So because it's a concept card, I needed the larger plates. But if you're just doing it for separate layering pieces, which you'll see me do later, I'll be able to use my junior for that. I can use my smaller plates. So it just depends on the concept that you're working on. And in fact, if you're just doing a small border with these, they do go through your mini as well. So very versatile dies can go through all of the machines and give you all of the options depending on the concept you want to work with. So you can see there, I've run it through. So now I'm going to pick up my die, take that away. So you see that's where my die was taped. I don't need that, so I can throw my waste away. I can clean my die out in a second, but look, I just pop out these little pieces. They pop out effortlessly, give the little flowers a flick. All of the little bits have fallen out of there straight away, and I've got my beautiful sentiment to use. Look how beautiful that is, and look at the sentiment which follows along. I haven't had to use 2 separate dies and line that up. I haven't had to worry about getting it perfect. I just lay it onto my piece of cardstock, run it through, and it's cut beautifully. Now let me just show you why I did that high up, Joe, because I've got a couple of quick different things to show you here with how to use them. So here's the one I did just earlier when I was singing away, and you see I've done this much lower down. I've done this at the bottom of the card. I've done that because I wanted that to be the full card base. So what I'm going to do is just use my tape pen, and I've got a lovely piece of bright blue cardstock here from one of our lovely 8x8 pads that we bring you, and I'm just going to pop that inside. Now this is how, if you've got a lot of cards to make quickly, I think these particular sentiment dies with the edges are truly fantastic because look, I just add a little bit of blue card underneath. It gets that to stand out for me. I can add a contrast bow. I can make a pile of 20 of those in half an hour, and I've got lovely little gift sets to give to people. It just looks gorgeous. However, I cut this one higher up, remember, didn't I? So when I cut that higher up, what I wanted to do, that, you know, that deal you've got with the boards, Joe, and that beautiful paper pad, everybody needs that in their life. Honestly, your life will be better when the out of this world deal paper pad with those boards lands. Your life will be improved as a result because the paper in there is exceptional. Look how beautiful that is. And I wanted those florals to be really obvious on my card, which is why I cut the thank you really high up. So now when I layer this on here, there we go. I've got my thank you and I can see all those beautiful florals underneath. However, I want, oh, look at that. I stuck it in the wrong, doesn't matter. You let us off. I would have lined that up a bit more over there. It doesn't matter because I'm doing it quick. Now, because I want this to stand up on the mantelpiece, what I'll do is just use, and I want my dotty pen now, because I want to go over those flowers. Come to me, Dotty. Here she is. There's my Dotty. I've got a piece of construction acetate here. I'm going to lie that on there. And now that I've got my tape pen on the top and I close that over, what that gives me is a beautiful acetate see-through front card where I've got that acetate on there and I can see through to that gorgeous floral behind. If you don't want to do that, you can just put yourself a lovely little liner in there if you want to, and you can see how you've got that blue popping through. That's how easy those Edgeables are to use. In the simplest form, there are so many different things you can do.
They really are fantastic. They're so busy every time that we bring them to you. I'll just recap the ones that you're getting in this collection. So you're going to get Thinking of You, which is this one here. You're also going to get Hello. You're going to get Thank You, which is this one here. Congratulations, which is that one there. And you've also got With Love there as well. Those are the 5 that you're getting included in that collection. £31 or $47 if you want to grab those. You can get them individually as well, 2 for £14 or for $21. I know we had a couple of extras individual. The Best Wishes has sold out and gone, so do be quick for those. Very busy. Right, I need to let you know, we're going to give you a little bit of an insight into the Explorers deal. There's so many deals on this show, I sometimes struggle to keep myself right with which is which. Now, we've got, this is a really interesting Explorers kit that you've got in this one. So what you've got in here, you've got 3 ink pads firstly. So they are our opaque ink pads. That's really not very easy to say, is it? You've got the green topaz. You've also got the pure white, and I'm sure Leann will tell us in a few minutes exactly why we want to have a pure white one, because immediately you might think, oh, that's a bit of an odd colour. And you've also got the pink tulip as well. So they're the 3 there that you've got, and then these are coming with 2 of our cut and emboss folders as well. And our cut and emboss folders are fabulous. It gives you all of the, a lot of brands out there might sell you a die and then sell you a separate embossing folder to go with it. What we've done is combine the 2 together. So this one here is your Provence, and this is what it's going to cut out. You can either colour it like this, you could add maybe gilding wax to it, or you can just leave it as it is as a frame. And then you're also going to get as well the Biarritz, the Normandy, which is this one just here too. So that is how that is coming to you. So you get all of that for £28, which is great value for money here with this one. So all 3 of the ink pads and 2 of the cut and emboss folders. I must admit, Leann, when I first looked at this, I didn't really see how I was going to use it initially, but I know you've said it's absolute genius, isn't it, these 2 products being together?
Absolutely. It's like kismet. It's like magnet and steel. That's what it's like, Joe. Really fabulous together. And I have got lots of different things to show you with this collection. In fact, I have got 3 full card demonstrations because I was so inspired by this collection, which I know you will be when you get it home, that your creative juices will go wild and you'll just be wanting to make loads of different things with them, because this collection is truly exquisite. So we've got quite a bit to go through. We're going to go with the 3D embossing folder first because it truly is an exquisite folder. It is absolutely beautiful. So I've just got a piece of regular white stamping card here, and this is 5 by 7. I'm popping that into my folder, and then I'm just going to whiz this through, and I think I'm going to use my junior plates in my Gemini, in fact, actually, because I can, so why not? Now, when I'm doing 3D folders, I like to try it first off the bat without the magnetic in, because I've got quite a thick piece of cardstock. If I have a little look at this and I think the emboss isn't deep enough, I put it back through with my magnetic in. So I'm just looking for my little magnetic plate down here. He's escaping me at the minute. I had him a couple of seconds ago, and there he is. Found him. Good. Now, I don't need it. So look, when I open this up and then I show you the quality, if I show you in this camera here, look at the quality and depth of that beautiful, I'm going to show you on the reverse as well so you can see it, of that 3D emboss. It truly is exquisite, and it's on the corner. Of course it's on the corner. It's a corner 3D embossing folder. And I was going to say to you, and of course it's on the corner. Of course it's on the corner. That's the design. dear me, sometimes I do wonder about myself. Now, what I'm going to do is some spot colouring. So I've got a couple, and I know we've got these on the show for you as well. And I know that many of you have already invested in them because you absolutely love them. Our Harmony Water Reactive ink pads. And I've just got a couple of those with my little detail round blending tools. And actually this is a good point for me because regularly I get little messages from you all saying, what are the round ones for and what are the rectangle ones for, Leanne? Well, this is a good example of what your round ones are for because I just want to do little bits of detail colouring with my Harmony ink pads on here. If I had the big square one, I wouldn't be able to be as precise as I'm going to be. So I'm going to start off with my pink. And you see, when I've got the little round one here, I'm able just to pick up the detail on my, I think I might have dipped in the green there by mistake. Doesn't matter. We're all friends together. It still looks all right. It looks all right. Just looks like it's autumn. This is an autumn spring card. And then we're just doing the little flowers. I've got my little rosebud here. And you know, it can be a little bit, it doesn't have to be absolutely precise when you do this because you're getting an indication of colour rather than an accurate detailed colouring. It's got that lovely vintage soft look to it, Joe.
That embossing folder is available individually on its own if you want to go for it individually, as are most things in the show. However, individually, a quarter of the stock of the embossing folder has sold out on its own, so you probably need to be quick for that. We don't really have a huge amount of them individually, of course, because it is coming within the bundle. It's much better value in the bundle, but if you do want to go for it individually, you can. A quarter of the stock has, however, gone. Lots of questions coming in, Leanne, which of course we love. Someone was asking me just here, oh, it's gone now. It's always the way, isn't it? Oh, I'm going to have to come back to you. I've lost it. Oh, here we go. No, I've lost it again. I always do this. I'll tell you what, I'm terrible at home. Anyone else at home? Have you got Apple TV at home, Leanne?
I haven't got Apple TV, no.
Oh my. Have you seen the size of the remote for the Apple TV?
No.
Well, it's like that big. It's about that big by about that wide.
Oh.
And obviously mine's in a bedroom.
Yeah.
So you're trying to find it in a king size bed. It's like, is it under an armpit down here? Is it under the back of your leg, or where is it? But yeah, that's what I'm a bit like trying to find this question today. It was about the Edgeables, and it was someone asking. Oh, I'm going to have to come back to you. I'm going to find it. I will not be defeated.
No, don't be defeated. You have a look for that while I show everybody what I'm doing here. So what I've got here then is a folded card. So you can see I've created that beautiful, and I've gone a little bit more intense this time rather than the subtle I went to here. And if you want it really detailed in the application, if you don't want it to be as ethereal as this look, then, and you want it more precise, then you use those little egg blenders. I've got one of them here for you. So you see, I've got one of those little egg blenders, and you would just be more detailed in your application of colour. Choice is yours. And then with that folder, all you do is do one of these lovely stepper cards and pop the folder with a little bit of matting and layering and your green cardstock onto there, and you have got a really gorgeous creation. You see, I've stamped one of the sentiments that come in the kits as well. And honestly, this kit, Joe, the sentiments in here are amazing. They are so heartfelt and so spot on in terms of what you want to say. And this one here, for example, love is the greatest gift. So I've got the sentiments here. So here they are here, found them. Here are the sentiments here. So you can see here, I'll read them out to you. We've got, may your life together be full of love and your love be full of life. Love, laughter and happily ever after. Love is the greatest gift we can give each other. Now you see, that doesn't have to be male to female, female to male, male to male, female to female. It doesn't matter. It can be to anybody. This could be a friend.
Could be from a cat to a dog.
Could be from a cat to a dog. Digging myself another hole. But, you know, it could be to anybody. This could just be to a really good friend that I care about. The best love story is the one you write together. Wishing you a lifetime of happiness to have and to hold from this day forward. Absolutely gorgeous sentiments. And look, a nice statement size of sentiment for all of those lovely verses. They're not teeny little, weeny little things that you've got to get your specs on to look at. They're absolutely lovely. And when that's all put together with that beautiful ribbon that comes in the kit, you can see how easy it is just with that 3D folder, making a statement, popping the sentiment on there. You've got a glorious creation. Card number 1.
Fantastic. Now, loads of you commenting along, loving demonstrations. This was it. This was a question, Joe, from Kelly. Yes, thank you. How did you know I was looking for that question? Thank you very much. Debbie has gone and found it. I don't know where it went because I've just looked 4 times, couldn't find it. Are border cutting dies and edgeables the same thing?
Not always.
Okay.
Because, if you're talking about Crafter's Companion ones or just in general, a border cutting die would cut out a full border piece, a full strip that you're going to stick on something. Our Edgeables, more often than not, do exactly as I just showed you with the thank you there, where they cut on the edge of something, and that allows you to build lots of different conceptual ideas. And actually my next demonstration is with an Edgeable from this Garden of Love collection, where I'm using it in a little bit of a different way, so that might help you see how it's different to just a regular cut border. And I have got a border in this collection as well, which I can cut for you, so you'll be able to see the difference between the two. Okie
doke. A lot of chatter online about the 12x12 pads. The 12x12 pad did just sell out as we come to air. We are double checking, but I don't think we can get any more of them. There's a few of you asking. I know how much you guys love them, but you do, if you see something you want, you do have to jump on it. Let me just remind you of the full collection, everything that you are getting included in there. So you are getting, I love that you're getting sort of free packs of foam and papers within here. So in the die cutting collection, you're getting the luxury linen cardstock, and you're getting 2 of the Edgeables, which are your delicate lace border and your elegant peony. Then you're going to get the flower forming collection, which is of course going to have your flower forming foam. It's going to have your 3D layered rose and your 3D layered daisy in there. Then your luxury matte mirror card you get with the stamping and embossing. So you're going to get the beautiful monogram frames with the peony corner and the luxury matte mirror. Now, because you're getting them all together in this combination, there's a lot in there as well for the price here, £60 or $80. You're going to get the 6x6 a card, what's the word? Pad. Why couldn't this happen to us yesterday?
It did.
I think it's when you're in the room. You know, I was very eloquent this morning when I was here with Sarah, and now Leanne turns up and the wheels come off. I think that's what it is. All of the Garden of Love items are available individually to buy on the website, and there are as well, not just these, but there's loads of other Garden of Love bits on there. There's dies on there. There's the wax melt kit. There's more stamps. There's foiling ideas on there. There's absolutely loads of stuff. So what I would say is, if you love the Garden of Love, no pun intended, then definitely get yourself across to the website and check out the whole range. If you want to watch and shop at the same time, it's really easy and simple to do so. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. On the home screen, you will see a video of this presentation, and below it you'll see Shop Now. You click there, and then everything that you need will be there for you, ready to go. Right, I'm going to hand you back to Leanne. I'm going to dive back into these comments. So any questions, get them into me.
So, Garden of Love, and I've just frantically cutting out some bits of card there just while Joe was chatting to you. So I want to show you the difference. Was it Kay or Kelly?
Kelly.
Kelly asked about the difference between an Edgeable and a border. So I've got one of each die here. I've got this beautiful Edgeable, and then I've also got this exquisite border, which comes from the Garden of Love collection. I'm going to cut them both out, and you're going to be able to see the difference between an Edgeable and a border and how you've got them in that collection to work with. So first things first, what I've done is cut myself a 6-inch square card, and I've folded it in half. I've scored it in the half line there on my scoring board, and then I've scored a diagonal fold across the front of my card. Okay, so I've got that diagonal fold there. What I'm going to do is line up my Edgeable with the diagonal on the card, because I want to cut a beautiful peony, lacy peony bouquet standing proud. But why did I say bouquet like that? Why did I not say just bouquet? I went all bouquet because one has to when you've got a bouquet. I wanted to cut that lovely lacy design standing proud on the diagonal there. So I'm just taking a little bit of the sticky off, and then I'm holding that still, and I'm just going to pop that down just to keep it from moving when I pop it through. And I'm using my Gemini plate because I've also then got this beautiful border die And this is the piece of waste cardstock you can see that actually I cut off my piece when I was making my 6x6 square card of 5 3/4. It's just short, flies eyelash shorter than 6 inches. And I've got that lovely border die, which I'm going to cut out there. And you will see the difference in the way the two perform. Now, I'm just going to layer up the rest of my plates and hope they don't move and pop this through the Gemini machine.
Fabulous. Loads of questions still coming in. Kaza Sambuca sounds like a good name.
That is a fantastic name.
I'm not sure that really is a real name. Kaza, if that is your real name, please I'm going to be a little bit let down if that's not your real name. Kaza says, Sambuca says, hi, can Leanna really want to advise why sometimes I get wrinkles on the card and the embossing folders when I put it through the Gemini? I'm new to card making, so need all the hints I can get.
So which embossing folders and what plate combination are you using?
Let me know, Kaza.
Let us know. We'll be able to answer that for you. I would say with a 3D folder, it's likely that you're including your magnetic shim and you've just got a little bit too much pressure. So when I did mine, remember I said I'm putting it through without first. So minimum pressure, and then if I need it, I'll put it back in. But when I did that 3D peony, I didn't need it because it was exquisite. It might have been because of the card combination, my machine, my plates, that I did need it. So that's just something you learn. I would say try not to be rigid with the plates that you choose and vary the things that you put in there, which will give you the optimum pressure for the thing that you're putting through. And also, if you've got a very thin cardstock or a very thin paper, that will have more of a propensity to wrinkle than a more sturdy cardstock. So have a look at the material that you're embossing as well.
Wonderful. And another question just quickly from Kelly is, it says, I have an auto ship with HSM for the border cutting dies. It's not begun yet. I just want to order the same items from you directly. I appreciate you answering questions. I love you both. Enjoy so much. If you have ordered these Edgeables and you're on the auto ship program, I would be very surprised if these, if there's any variation, is not included in the future auto ship. I know that was the case last time that we brought them to you. So if you're waiting for an auto ship and these aren't in it, you haven't had them yet, I'm imagining you will get them. As long as you stay on the auto ship program, these will be coming to you, is what I would say.
So I've cut these through the Gemini machine now, and now what we can do is have a look at the difference between an Edgeable and a border. So Edgeable first. Pick up the Edgeable die, and the design, there's all my little pieces which I'll take out later. Here's my little waste pieces here. The design stays in the cardstock. So when I fold this over, and then when I fold over my diagonal, here, my design stays proud. You can see that there. So my design stays sticky up. Sticky up being a technical term. So it actually didn't cut that out. It left it intact in the cardstock so that I could do a different concept with it for a half fold card. You can see that there. And I'm going to make a card with this in a sec. I just wanted to hold, there you go, so you can see it. That beautiful intricate peony. That is an Edgeable. The difference with the border is I cut this one out. It's come out of the cardstock completely. And if I give that a little tap, when this comes away, let me just get this here. You'll see what I've got is a beautiful, here we go, a beautiful, full, lacy piece for a border to put on a cardstock. So a border will cut the full piece out for you. A Edgeable will leave that design in the card for you so that you can do your concept. There's the difference between the two. Okay. It's nice
Wonderful.
to know that, isn't it? It's different. If you're just wondering at home, it's nice to know the difference. Right, so I've cut both of those out, and actually we're going to use both of them anyway in the cards that we're making. So first things first, what I've also then done now, Joe, I just need to take you on a journey.
Oh, where are you taking me?
I'm taking you to the Garden of Love.
Oh my.
I know.
Very forward.
Well, I think I've known you long enough now, Joe. Known you a few years. I can take you to the Garden of Love if I want to.
Kaz has got back to us.
Has she?
She says, it was a 3D folder. Thanks for the idea. I love Sambuca. It's not my real name. Sorry to disappoint. I can't drink Sambuca.
Can you not?
No.
You know, my very good friend, my BFF, Louise, she has a nickname, and that is the Sambuca Warrior.
Wow. I think her and Kaz would get on just like a house
honestly,
on
when
fire.
she gets on the Sambuca, she is a warrior. Now, this journey I want to take you on in this Garden of Love, Joe, is the papers in this pad. Look at the spot foil detailing you've got in here. Look at those beautiful soft designs. Look at this. That's all foil you've got there. Look at the foliage you've got. Look at those beautiful distressed foil borders on those watercolour backgrounds with self-pattern. Look at that. That is screaming out to be a scrapbook page all in its own right.
It is indeed.
Absolutely
And unfortunately, the 12x12 has gone, but you will get the 6x6 included as a bonus when you buy the 3 collections together, which is fantastic. And the designs are exactly the same in there, I believe, aren't they, Leanne?
Well, look, I'll just take you into a mini garden of love. And here we go. Here are the exact same designs I was looking at in the 12x12 pad, but we've got them all in that format. And actually, Joe, you know, these particular designs can be more usable, the 6x6 pad, because look, I can take that out and put it straight on a 6x6 card and I've got a full front. With the big 12x12 pad, it had to
You
be...
you like a full front, don't you?
I do like a full front, because you don't want a half a front.
No, you want full frontal.
You want a full front on your card. It's the only way to go. And look, you've got those lovely borders. You've got wood, you've got foil accents, you've got a script in here. Look at these beautiful peonies. Look at the foil accents. I mean, just exquisite, Joe.
Beautiful.
So that was the little journey I wanted to take you on. What I've done is take one of the lovely pastels from that collection, and I'm just going to stick this to the bottom of my little half-fold card here. And I've used some of that lovely matte mirror cardstock that comes in the collection, just for a little flash of a border around there. Okay, so this is just going to get glued on. I mean, I would be using a wet glue at home.
People are telling you off for hitting the die on the table, Leanne, by the way. The all-seeing eye that is the Crafters TV viewers.
Now, if it was a double-sided die, I would take that wrap on the knuckles.
Right, okay.
With grace and
aplomb.
Humility and aplomb. But seeing as it's not a double-sided die, I'm going to say wind your neck in, guys. It's not going to hurt it.
Okay, so it's just the double-sided ones we can't bash.
Just the double-sided ones you can't bash.
Fantastic.
Now,
a 6x6 individually, I just need to let you know, this one here, the 6x6 on its own, a lot of you, since the 12x12 has gone, have coming in to get this 6x6. A third of the 6x6 on its own has gone. There's a lot of items individually within the Garden of Love, and I'll take you through some of them as we go through the hour. But a lot of them are getting very busy. The flower forming kit on its own is also a third gone. So very, very busy show.
I've used one of the sentiment dies that we've got in this collection as well, Joe. I love these sentiment dies. The font on them is fabulous. And I've just cut it out from a beautiful piece of that lovely cardstock that we've got in those pads, that matte mirror. So you can see here with all my love, and that's going to get put on the front of my little card here with all my love. And I just ran that through my sticker maker, or you could use your dotty tape pen if you want to. So that's got that on there. And then stick with us, guys, because later on in the show I'm going to be showing you how to do some foam flower forming with this kit. But for this one, for now, I've already got it done because I've got another something I want to show you. So for a stopper, I'm using my little foam flower here. So I would use either my hot glue gun or some 3D glue gel for that, just to keep that still. So I'm just going to use a spot of 3D. Oh, there's a little foam pad to even save us the job. There you go. Foam pad, pop that down. That then becomes my stopper. And you've got a really pretty fancy fold edgeable card there, where that peony die, exquisite, stands proud. All of your little papers, your foam flower, your little sentiment, everything ties in beautifully. And I'm going to show you the foam flowers later. What I did on this one was just a mini one as well. And I love that because these foam flowers in this kit have all of the sizes to do, larger and smaller. And so I just tied that in there so you can see that working together.
Absolutely beautiful. Right, I want to give you a bit of an inside scoop, if I may, because I know a lot of you maybe didn't see the earlier show that we did this morning, Softer Side Life this morning. So we gave you some exclusives in the show. So a lot of you have been talking recently about whether we're I think Leanne's being extra. She's making a point with that die. Looking very mischievous over there. A lot of you have been chatting around. Been a lot of talk and chatter about what's going to happen when we come off lockdown. Are we going to go back to just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday shows? And the answer is no, because actually, rather than reducing the schedule back down to the levels you saw previously, we're actually expanding. We're making it busier, and I'm pleased to be able to tell you about not one, but 2 brand new shows that will be starting as of one of them this week. Should we go with Sunday first? So, on a Sunday, I will be here with you every Sunday at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. in the UK, for an hour, and it's going to be called Second Chance Sunday. And it will be me reliving some of our previous deals for you. It won't be me, it won't be like the best of, where it's previous recordings. It will be a whole show, a whole hour of just me and you. And rather than us showing you our highlights like we do on a Saturday for the best of, you get to tell us what you want to see from the last month. So all of our regulars, if there was maybe a deal that you saw that sold out and you didn't get a chance to get it, or there was a product that you saw and before you realised you needed it, it had totally sold out and gone, you can drop us an email. There's loads of ways for you to get in touch with us as usual across our social media, on Crafters TV. You can email us, you can do all of those normal things, and we'll try and bring those deals back for you. But on a Sunday, I will be here. Christine, I see you, and I'll come to you in a moment. On a Sunday, 4 o'clock every week, I will be here. There is something else exciting happening on a Friday as of next Friday, and I'll tell you about that a little bit later in the show. Christine saying, Joe, you're avoiding my question. Did you tell Leanne that you tattled on her to Sarah yesterday? No, of course I didn't. I'm not going to tell her that, am I? Don't be ridiculous, Christine.
I am so pleased you've got my back, Christine. I need to know the full details about it.
I love that you guys are stirring it much harder than I stirred it yesterday. Jan says, these shows have made me so happy each morning. I'm so glad you're continuing them. Thank you. No, thank you guys. It is we wouldn't be here, of course, if it wasn't for you guys. Right, I want to recap the Explorer deal for you because this is very, very busy. Now, in this one, what you've got is those 3 pigment ink pads. So you're going to get in here pink tulip, green topaz and pure white. I think the pigment ink pads are amongst some of our most versatile ink pads because of course you can stamp with them, they give you great coverage, but they're also sticky, so it means that they're going to give you the ability to do all of your heat embossing techniques that you want to as well. And you've got the 2 cut and emboss frames in there as well. £28 or $38 if you want to get those, a 30% saving as well on that one. So it really is fantastic. Don't forget any questions that you've got, get them into us over on Facebook. Send us pictures as well. We love seeing your pictures. studio@craftscompanion.co.uk. But I know Leanne is keen to share with us even more demonstrations. I'll tell you more about a brand new show coming from next Friday in the next hour. Let's do that one, and then we don't want to give it all away at once, do we, Leanne?
No, we need to tease, Joe. We need to lead them in and tease a little bit, don't we, so you can know what's coming up. Now, this particular demonstration I love because it's bringing in that a brilliant kit that you've got there with your cut and emboss folders and your pigment inks. And the colours in here are fantastic to go with your Garden of Love collection if that's what you're doing, and the frame works brilliantly too. So I want to show you how I've decided to use those with my Garden of Love collection. Now, first things first, I wanted to show you how to make a lovely big statement card so you can use all of your lovely papers if you want to from 2 pieces of cardstock. So all I've done is take a full-size piece, and this can be US letter or A4, and you're just going to fold it in half. And then you're going to fold that half and half again, which makes you an easel stand. You've seen that so many times before. I've then cut from another piece of cardstock an 8x8 piece, which is then going to get stuck to that and create me a full easel, but actually it's a little bit short at the back. I'm not worried about that because nobody's looking at the back, and you could decorate it if you wanted to. So I'm just going to stick that on there to start, and then we're going to get to decorating and get to using that fabulous Explorer kit. So let's stick this on here, ready? So you get stuck at the bottom there. And that is my card base all ready for decorating. What I've got is from my paper pad, I've got this beautiful floral here with gold foil highlights, and then I've got a piece of this gorgeous linen texture to just give a little bit of a border to that paper, which I love having all of these card pads that goes with the whole collection, Joe, because everything, every single colour, I mean, look, at the colour of the leaf on the paper and the colour of the cardstock. Absolutely perfect matches all the way through, which just takes all of the effort out of it for you and gives you maximum pleasure, because you don't have to worry about rummaging round and finding pieces of cardstock of the right colour. They're all in the collection for you.
And I guess if you wanted to, you could fussy cut those, couldn't you, if you needed to?
You could. Absolutely, you could footy cut them. What's footy cut?
Don't know, not a clue.
You could fussy cut them or footy cut them, however you're feeling on that particular day. And then I've taken the same piece of paper, just the bit that I chopped off, and I've made myself another little panel for the bottom so that the design follows through. And that again is using that amazing linen cardstock that comes in that collection. And is just exquisite in terms of quality, really is beautiful. And the colours all match through the range absolutely beautifully. And then that's going to get stuck on the bottom of this card here. So pop that in place there. There we go. Lovely. So that's all done ready, and now my card is ready for decorating because I've got my lovely easel ready there, you can see. So let's start with our stamps, because these stamps are absolutely glorious. These are the ones I was telling you about earlier. I adore these. And one of my favourites is this one. The best love story is the one you write together. I adore that. And that is for anybody, Joe. That is for any couple at all, because it's just a love story that's been written together. And I love that. So I'm using now the green topaz ink pad, which comes in your Explorer deal, and it's a pigment ink pad, so we're going to heat emboss this sentiment. So I'm just stamping up the green topaz there on this sentiment, beautiful, and then we're going to just stamp it onto a piece of white stamping cardstock. And because these stamps are polymer, they're really excellent quality, which means you get a beautiful crisp impression, and especially when you use it with your pigment ink pad. I've got a little bit of clear embossing powder on there.
All of the cardstock on the website is very, very busy, is what I must say. It's we're having a very, very busy launch party show. Launch party actually fast becoming one of the busiest shows of the week that we bring you. People saying that we're very good teasers here at Crafters Companion. We have special teasing training. It's a prerequisite when you join. I would love to tell you about it, but I've signed a non-disclosure I'm joking, we don't. We just have lots of exciting stuff going on, and they just tell us we can't talk about it. But I must say, most of the time we end up ignoring them and telling you all about it anyway. So I mean, I've got something super double juicy to tell you about this coming Sunday, but I've actually had to just send a text message over to HQ to ask if I'm allowed to talk about it yet. It is that top secret. I don't think I'm allowed to speak about it yet, but I'm just trying my luck. So I'm trying my luck is all I'm doing. Lots of people talking about this card. Love the easel. People are saying gorgeous papers as well. The papers, all the papers that we've got for you on the show today are actually very, very busy across the board.
Now here is this beautiful frame from your Explorer kit. These two frames are exquisite, Joe, and if you haven't tried these shaped cut and emboss folders before, now is your chance to explore and get them. And when you see me use it with this, you'll understand why I think it's an amazing collection and how you're going to be using it time and again. So I've got a lovely piece of this gorgeous kind of matte, iridescent, gorgeous mirrorness from that kit. It's just beautiful.
Oh, is that matte mirror?
Yes,
gorgeous.
It's glorious. And I'm popping this through to cut out. Now, the great thing about these cut and emboss folders, let me just explain, Joe. You've got embossing folder shaped with a metal die embedded inside. So you get all of the brilliant effect of exquisite embossing from an embossing folder. Hard to match that with a regular die. In fact, impossible. And then you get the cutting as well, all in one pass. So it just makes life extremely easy for you. And the sandwich I'm using is just 2 clear plates, exactly the same as a regular 2D embossing folder. Now you've seen how quick that was to pass through. When I pick this up, oh my word, look at the detail on there. It's absolutely glorious, isn't it? It is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. So that's my frame ready for my card. Okay, now you keep this little bit, which is the waist. I'm just going to move my frame to one side. Do you want, I'm just interested, by the way, would you like to see, let's cut that out in another colour as well. Why not?
And
then
this
we can
matte mirror,
choose.
by the way, $9.99 or $12.99 if you want to get it on its own. Of course, it comes in with the embossing folder and the stamps as well, which is the monogram frames. You can buy that together as an individual collection, get it in the big collection, or you can get it on its own. So really, all bases covered here. All of it is on the Shop the Show. So crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Get in there, shop the show. You'll find absolutely all of it at the moment. Joe, does all the shows mean you'll be working every day? It does look that way. It does look that way for the short term. It would seem, yes. Thank you for reminding me of that, Lynn. Linda is asking you, Leanne, what size is the paper and card size?
Of this. Oh,
Of
the
that one
card
there.
size. The card size is A4, which is 11 and 3/4 by 8 and a
French letter,
quarter.
that's not what it is. It's something completely different.
Is it?
American letter. US letter size, isn't it, A4?
No, there's two different things. So US letter size is 8.5 by 11,
Right.
and A4 is 8 1/4 by 11 and 3/4.
Wow.
And this is A4.
This is A4.
So
this-
it's longer than your US letter size, but a little bit thinner.
Fabulous.
But still, I mean, for doing all, it doesn't
that.
matter. For using all of this and cutting up your matting and layering, it's still very usable.
Fantastic. I didn't know that they were two different. I thought they were
Yes.
exactly the same.
No?
Every day's a school day.
Every day's a school day. So I wanted to show you the two different effects here, because this one has been put through with the emboss detail on the gold frame. I mean, it's just so opulent and exquisite, it's ridiculous. And then the green one was put through with the deboss in the opposite direction. So you've got the frame debossed, and you just choose, and both look beautiful. It just depends which one you want. And then what I would do with this is decide, do I want green or do I want a gold frame? Which one do you think, Joe?
I think green.
Okay, I'm going green. Now, the reason I kept this little bit here, the bit that I've cut out, is because what I like to put that over my sentiment, and then with my scissors, fussy cut around it. And don't worry, I like to give a little border. Don't worry about it being too neat, because it's going to be underneath the frame. I've already done one, so I'm not going to continue, but you can see what I've done. See, I've left a little border as I'm doing it. That's to give me the general direction of where I need to go to get my sentiment cut out perfectly to go underneath my frame. Now, I want to show you the wax kit. Have I got time to show you the wax kit?
Oh, absolutely. Can I grab the wax kit and show you as well? Because it is always so incredibly busy. Sorry, it's very close to exercise there, wasn't it? You can see just, oh, there you are. You can see, oh, you're dizzy now at home, I reckon. There's the wax kit. So you get everything you need in there as well. It's fantastic value, the wax kit. I'll just find the price for you. It is available on its own, and it is $14.99 or $14.99. So it's $14.99, and you can find that right now under the shop the show on the website. So it's right there. So do make sure you grab that one.
So I've just got a piece of this gorgeous ribbon which matches my coloured cardstock to go with, and I'm going to just twist like this a little doodah. I'm not quite sure what I call that. It's a doodah.
Yeah, let's go with doodah. I think
go
that's a
with
good name
doodah's
for
good,
it.
isn't it?
You
A
call it what you
doodah.
want.
A doodah. A little ribbon twist, for want of a better word. And I'm just using a little bit of tape pen to keep it still, so that when I drip my wax onto it, it's not going to move around, and I'm not having to worry about getting my fingers in the way. So that's a positioner rather than a gluer.
Fantastic.
Now, with your wax, I'm going to use the pink one because I think it's gorgeous, and we've already started to use the pink one. And then what it comes with is, it's like a candle. I'll show you this one, which we haven't started using yet. It's actually got a wick all the way down the inside, which just makes using this so much easier, because you light it, and then while that's lit, it
That's what the
starts
kids
to
say when
drip.
it's good, don't they? It's lit.
What's lit? I don't
That's
know.
what they say when something's really good. They say, oh, how was it? And they went, oh, man, it's lit. That's
Lit.
what they say, lit. As in a light. How was it? Oh, it was lit. You not
Was
heard
it?
this?
No.
Maybe the same ones that are saying beef ting. I don't know. I think it's a, it's a real down with the kids thing. It's lit.
So I might have to leave this to. Oh no, it's starting now. Look, it's dripping. Can you see it dripping?
Ooh.
So I'm just, when it's going out, See how I'm just catching it alight again, and then it's warming up and it's dripping all that lovely wax. I'll pick it up and show you in a sec so you can see.
Oh, fantastic.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? And it's pearlescent wax. This isn't just any wax. This is pearlescent wax.
I love that it looks quite controllable, Leanne.
It is controllable, and that's what I love about having this little wick on here, because actually I've had these wax sticks before where they haven't had the wick inside, and you have to just try and melt it yourself with heat.
And then the lighter starts to get hot.
It gets hot and it gets your fingers, and then it's in the wrong place and it's not what you want. And it just gets all over, and sometimes you get it on your finger. So, you know, it's not, and actually with this, you're not wanting it to be totally even. You're just wanting a nice amount down there so that when you press your mould into it, it looks gorgeous. Right, so I've got that there, and then what you do is blow that out. Otherwise it'll stay hot and it'll keep melting. So you see when I've blown it out, it's smoking. You can see that there, which means it's stopped melting it now, okay? And I just keep that there just in case there's a little bit of a residue that wants to come off. It's a good job the fire alarm isn't sensitive to that.
You say they're out.
Crikey. And then I've got this lovely heart design. I probably could have done with doing a little bit more wax down here, but I just wanted to do this for speed for you. And then you just push that in. You see how it squidges out? That's what you want. I'm going to pick it up. And then look. Ooh. And it cools it. Now, I could have done with a little bit more just round here, but just for speed, so you didn't have to watch me forever. But as you put that in, and look, it doesn't stick. But as you push it in, it cools the wax and it's gone hard straight away. And I've got that lovely little seal down there. And then all I would do now is 3D glue gel my frame. So I've got a bit of dimension from that Explorer kit. You can see here, just 3D glue gel.
I think the 3D glue gel, it was out of stock for a while, wasn't it?
Yes.
I think it's in stock and it's going to be on... I think I'm right in saying it's on Cartload on Thursday. So if you've been waiting for the 3D glue gel, make sure you join us for Cartload at 11 a.m. Here in the UK for the preview, the amuse-bouche, the soupçon, if you will, and then the main event a little bit later in the evening as well. That is gorgeous, Leanne.
Thank you. Now, there we go. You can see how the frame perfectly, that beautiful matte mirror matches that fabulous pigment ink pad that you've got in that Explorer collection. Matches in with everything else in Garden of Love. Looks glorious. And actually what I would do, remember that border we cut out? I would just put that pretty little border here for a little bit of a lace accent, and I'll do that while you're chatting, Joe. And then we've got that look, I mean, it just all ties together beautifully, doesn't it? And just to show you when I blew that out, that is now hard again. There's no wet wax left. It's ready just to use again. So it really is a fantastic, fantastic gadget, that wax kit.
Wonderful. Sonia has commented over on Facebook. Said, Joe, please tell Leanne I have lots of scissors, so I wasn't going to buy the CC scissors. But when Leanne said how great they were, I bought and received them yesterday, and they are the best in capital letters. And I'm replacing everyone in my sewing and crafting room. Thank you for convincing me. Aren't they the best?
They are the best.
Keep getting your comments in over on Facebook. We love it when you interact with us there. But if you want to watch and shop at the same time, then here is all the details. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there of how you can watch and shop with us at the same time, which is fantastic. So make sure you get your orders in. We're having a very, very busy show. I need to come back to the Edgeables because they are super, super busy, as we knew they would be when we brought them to you. I just want to run through. We've got a collection here for you. So you're going to get 5 of these Edgeables, which is fantastic. And the great thing is that they are really, really usable, and it doesn't take much to transform these into something quite amazing. So as Leanne was saying earlier, if you batch make, if you have a lot of cards to make, these would be a very quick and easy way of creating a lot of cards. So you've got in here with love, you've also got congratulations in here too. So you don't need to use them off the edge. You can see this one here has been used in the center of a card, which is an absolutely great way still to use it. You've also got thank you here as well, which is another fantastic one. And we've then got hello here as well, which is fantastic. You can see that there. And you've got thinking of you as well. So they're the 5 that you're going to get included. Great price to get all 5 of them, and they're pretty new as well. I mean, we didn't launch these very long ago. They sold out when we launched them in the UK in absolutely record time. £31 or $47 gets you all of those. Or if you want to, you can go for them in duos. You can go 2 for £14 or $21. So it's completely up to you how you get a hold of those. Deborah saying, I love cartload. There's a lot of capital O's and E's in that comment just there. So the 3D glue gel will be on that. Shall I tell you the other bit of juicy gossip I've got for you? You ready for it? Or should we? Shall I find out if I was allowed to tell you the other bit of gossip first? I was waiting for a text message about the other. You're not going to believe it.
You're not allowed to.
I'm only allowed to tell them. I've had a text from our social media manager. I texted her and was like, are you sure I'm allowed to tell them? And she said, do you know what? Go for it. It's secret gossip. Right. You know, we did the US only warehouse clearance last week. Go on, give me a drum roll, Leanne. This Sunday, there's going to be a UK one. Whoop, whoop. So we will be having a UK warehouse clearance this coming Sunday. Do you remember how amazing the deals were in the US warehouse? The deals are just as good in the UK warehouse sale. You guys asked and we answered the question. There will be a UK warehouse sale. It will be this coming Sunday at 11 a.m. It will be from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. and then afterwards we will be launching Second Chance Sunday, and because it's the launch, it will be a 2-hour launch this Sunday with myself and Sarah. So get yourselves ready. There will be a warehouse sale this coming Sunday. How fabulous is that? I know you guys are going to be looking forward to that. Loads of you still commenting along. Kelly's asking, how does the 3D glue gel differ from using foam dots to elevate? It doesn't really. It's just a bit horses for courses. I think some people would say that it's a little quicker maybe to apply the glue gel, but it really is just what you prefer. So it really is up to you. Robin says, oh my Joe, you're going to be exhausted. I am not. How can you be this exhausted when I'm bringing you this many great deals? I mean, did you see the deals that we had in the US warehouse clearance last week? Well, there's a UK one coming as well. There's lots of you talking in the comments. The comments are on fire. Someone else was saying, not only do the kids say it's lit, they also say it's fire. Like I could say, Leanne's last demo was fire, apparently, and that's what the comments are fire now as well. So back to you, Leanne.
Oh my word! I mean, I can't keep up with it, Joe. I just don't. What's wrong with just saying that was great? What's wrong with using the English language as the link? I mean, I sound ancient now, don't I? So I've lost my With Love die. So I'm going to have to cut a different design, but show you my pre-prepared With Love one. Because I'm searching all of my packages and I can't find it. It's here. It's in here. It was just stuck to the back. So I looked, I thought it wasn't there because it wasn't rattling around, but it was here all along. I've got it. Right, great. So let's move thinking of you to one side. These Edgeables, Joe, are the thing that every single... they're lit, Joe.
They are lit. They're fire.
They're lit
or
and fire.
We could go international and say they're fuego, which is Spanish for fire. I only know that because it was an amazing Eurovision song in 2018 called Fuego for Cyprus, and the woman did an amazing hair whip as well. That was me whipping my non-existent long hair.
Well, my hair's going to be down to my kneecaps if I don't get to go to the hairdresser soon. Right, now these are both lit and fire and fuego. I'm so excited. So I've got a beautiful piece of this lovely cardstock, which is again from our 8x8 pads in a beautiful kind of tomatoey red colour. And then I've got my With Love Edgeable die. And all I've done is cut this to any size that you want in terms of being able to layer it. You'll see why in a second. Now, I want to give you a top tip here in terms of getting them in the best position. And I want to use a little bit of double-sided tape, and I think you'll be able to see when I show you. Can you see, if I put my With Love on like that, how I've got a random little line up here and a random little 45-degree angle, so that to get them in the perfect position on your card, you line up the edge of that die with the edge of your piece of card. This piece should line up as well, so it comes down in a straight flush line, means you've got your die in the perfect position to cut on your cardstock. So watch for those. I then keep that still, and then I use a little bit of my repositionable tape. And remember what I was saying earlier, I like to do that on the bottom for the bit that's being cut away, because it doesn't matter, I'm not using it. So I don't do any sticking up here, and I do all of my sticking down here. So I'm going to pop this through my Gemini now. So I'm layering up all of my plates with that piece of cardstock. I'm using my junior plates in my Gemini. And these Edgeables, Joe, depending on the concept that you use. Remember earlier, I used my Gemini plates in the Gemini because I did it on a folded card concept. Here I'm cutting a panel, so I'm using my junior plates. So ergo, they would work in your Gemini Junior if that's what you've got. But equally, for smaller, just like sentiment panels, you can put these through your mini as well. And then when we pick that up, look, it just comes away, and it comes away perfectly immediately. And if I just get a piece of white cardstock or yellow and show you, you can see that beautiful design under there, and that's effortless. Look, it all just comes away for you. It's excellent.
Fantastic. Very, very busy. I just need to give you some stock updates on some of the Garden of Love items that you saw. The Peony Corner embossing folder, very busy on that. 40% of the stock has gone. Also, the 6x6 paper pad. Now, it comes included in the larger deal, but individually, 30% of that one has gone. So we're having a very busy show across all of those items. The other bit, there's a lot of chatter still in the comments about this warehouse sale. Now, a lot of US customers are saying, can we shop in the UK warehouse sale? Where the thing is, in the US, we can't ship from the US to the UK. However, we can ship from the UK to the US. So yes, you will be. I do believe I'm right in saying that you will be able to shop from our UK warehouse sale. But yeah, I'm not sure. All the details will become clear. And do you know what, Leanne?
Yeah?
That's not even the last of the gossip. I've got more
You've
gossip
got more
for
gossip
you before the end of the show as well.
That is ridiculous. Do you know what that comment was like? You were like the fairy godmother there, Joe.
I know, I really was.
Honestly, you needed a wand, you needed a big white wig, and you needed crinoline dresses. And it needed to be crinoline.
Oh.
I'll explain that in a second. And you could have waved your wand and gone, you shall go to the ball in the US because you can shop.
I need my
sale.
wand, no, a piff puff puff,
Piff,
then
puff,
there's a
and
wonderful
there you
warehouse
go. You were like
sale.
the fairy godmother. A crinoline dress is like what you see in Gone with the Wind. It's where you've got the bones in all of the layers so that the dress comes right out. A bit like the toilet roll dolls that your nana used to crochet.
What a lovely vision.
Isn't it? Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Why does it
toilet
always
roll
come
dolls.
back to toilets? Why do we always, you and I, always comes back to being on the toilet, or being in the toilet, or toilet roll holders? There's always something.
There's always something. Now, did you see what I did there? On my card base, this one that I cut, the With Love one, I've stuck it down near the bottom. And then I've cut it out again on orange and yellow. And then all I'm doing is lining this up as I go up the design here, and then sticking it over so it all lines up beautifully. So I started off with the same width of cardstock. And then what happens is the red shines through my orange border there. So I've got that lovely contrast. And then with my yellow piece of cardstock here, this is great for just using up all your little bits that you might have left over. I'll do the same thing. So I line it up like that. And then the orange shows through my yellow. I can trim that off the top now that I don't any longer need it. So I'll just go along with my scissors and trim that away. And I like to do that because it means I can position it wherever I want. And then I just popped a little flower on, and look, just 3 beautiful pieces of cardstock, and you've got sunshine in a With Love card. Very, very easy and effortlessly. And I've got another one to show you if I've got time as well, Joe.
Wonderful. Of course, you've got time. All the time in the world is what you have. Of this collection, let me just whiz you through the options that you're getting in here as well, because you're getting all of them. Everyone, in fact, is going for this larger collection. 40% of the collection has now sold out and gone. In here, you're going to get Thinking of You. You're also going to get Hello. There is Thank You, which is this one just here. There is also Congratulations, and you're also getting With Love in there too. So you're going to get all 5 of those included within that collection. £31 or $47 to get all 5 is a really, really fabulous deal on something that we only launched very, very recently. So make sure you grab absolutely all of those, as you all are already. Remember as well, we've got the Explorers deal still. We have the Out of This World deal still available on the show as well. And you can see it all by heading over to the website, craftscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. You'll see the video of this presentation on the home screen, and then you'll be able to shop the whole show. We have had sellouts on the individuals already. Best Wishes was best. I'll try that again. Best Wishes was available individually, has already sold out and gone. Some of the paper pads have gone already. Very busy across all the Garden of Love items, but don't remember there's a lot more individual items available over on the website for Garden of Love within this show. So definitely get over there, check it out as well. And remember, you can always get your Club Inspire discount on top of any of these wonderful prices that we bring to you here at Crafters TV. So remember that, you know, all the way up to platinum members who are, 20% off. So always worth noting. Right, I'm going to hand you back to Leanne because I can see she's ready, like a coiled spring, ready to spring into crafty action.
Chomping at the bit, I am. Chomping at the bit. Now, what I love about these dies as well is that you can use different sentiments together. And I've actually got With Love and Best Wishes here to use. And what you can see here, I've got my Best Wishes on a piece of white cardstock, and I've got my With Love on a piece of craft cardstock. But you can see that they go in different directions, the waves. So not every single die waves in the same direction. And that opens up a world of possibilities for us when we use them to layer up together. So I'm just putting these both on my Gemini Junior plates again, and then I'm going to layer these up and pop them through my Gemini. So yet again, I'm doing 2 separate panels there on my Junior plates, but through my Gemini. Oh, hang on. I think I might have my piece of cardstock the wrong size. There we go. My cardstock might be a little bit big. I might just need to make sure that they're all knocked up to the correct size, and then we'll pop it through like this. If I need to put it through twice, I will change. Nope, there we go. I just needed my plates. I had them all a bit skew if I didn't have them all aligned perpendicular to each other. There we go. And I've been able to put 2 different designs through my Junior in one pass. And when I take that away, it's there now. See, I didn't have that die lined up perfectly, so I just need my little scissors. Where they're gone? They're here. And all I'm going to do is a little snip into that design there. There we go. And that's perfect now. All the little pieces have come out. Quick flick. Gets any of the little hangers on out. Lovely. Best Wishes. So that's ready. And then I've got exactly the same down here with my With Love. And my cardstock this time was just a little bit wider than the width of the die. So all you do is you just take your scissors and snip to there, and it gives you that beautiful panel. So I've got my With Love panel and I've got my Best Wishes panel already done. I've then got myself a craft card base, you can see there. So I've just folded that from craft card, put 3 pearls on, and I'm going to use my tape pen just to stick these in place now. So first things first, Best Wishes. Now you can, if you want to, if you don't want any dimension, if you want your decorative pieces stuck down, you can go over with your dotty pen. But if you don't want them stuck down, you don't need to worry about it. I'm then going to line up my Best Wishes on the front. Oh, I've got a little piece in there, hang on, come out. There it is. And then I'm going to stick that there. I'm a perfectionist, you know, guys. I cannot help myself. There we go. So I've got best wishes stuck down there. And then my with love gets laid over the top. And how lovely is this? Because you can see you've got both borders going in different directions, but you can wish a sentiment and line it up in a different way. And I did it here on a deeper piece of cardstock and then just put some of my pearls in the opposite corner so they match. So I'm going to use this one to lay that up. And again, we've got two beautiful sentiments with just some white cardstock and some craft cardstock without very much effort at all. You've got a really beautiful card. And then what I did here additionally was I just used a beautiful 3D foam flower. We're going to have a look at how to make those. And I just stuck that on there with that lovely bow with my 3D glue gel. And you've got that beautiful card all finished really, really quickly with your Edgeables. They are quick, but they're very impactful, and it's a glorious way of putting a sentiment on a card that's very different to any way we've done sentiments before.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, really quick, especially if you are batch making cards, you'll be able to make something really amazing very, very quickly. Remember the 5 that you're getting included here. You go for the whole bundle. You don't have to choose. You've got congratulations. You have hello. There is also thank you, which is this one just here. We have thinking of you. And you've got with love there as well. So all of those coming included for you, £31 or $47. Right, loads that I need to get you caught up on. Now, a couple of the very, very busy Garden of Love items individual. The Peony Corner, this individual 3D embossing folder. This is Sarah's favourite ever embossing folder, she tells me. Approaching half the stock of this has gone on its own individually. If you're getting it on its own individually, then it will be £7.99 or $9.99 if you want to get that individually. There's loads of individuals available on the website. The 6x6 paper pad as well, £5.99 or $9.99 individually. And again, very, very busy on that on its own. All of that beautiful foiling detail within there, which is brilliant. So both of those very, very busy over on the website. Right, next we have, right, so I'm going to move on to the preview, which is this one just here. So in here, what you've got is these brand new stamps that we've got here for you. So there's these beautiful floral stamps that you've got here, as you can see. Now these are coming up on the 23rd of May over on Create and Craft. I'm glad that these were in today's show, because you know what I've just realised? These are 23rd of May is my brother's 30th birthday, and it's 4 days away, and I've done absolutely nothing for it, and I hadn't realised until I just saw the date written down. So there we are, launching on my brother's 30th birthday. I've just come to realise, so I better pull my finger out, hadn't I? Because it's only 4 days away. So I wondered why he rang me out of the blue last night, just, you know, for a little bit of a chat and a catch up. He was obviously trying to jog my memory. Right, so make sure you grab these. Leanne is going to take us through some of the samples of these that you can do, because these are gorgeous, aren't they, Leanne?
These are absolutely exquisite. I adore them, Joe. And I'm just going to move them across. I'm going to move them this way. There we are, because they were under your head there for a second. There we go. And do you know why, Joe? Do you know what happened when I was looking through these samples? I was channeling my inner Justin Bieber, because there's a number of the samples in here where I was singing a Justin Bieber song I was going through. So this one I was, baby, baby. And then there's a, just too late to say, sorry. Late. I couldn't help myself. I know, I'm sorry. But anyway, there we go. That's what these samples did for me. I love these because you've got that lovely solid text. You've got these beautiful florals that you can colour in. And actually, if you do these with your pigment ink pads and you've got that lovely Explorer deal, you can heat emboss and have lovely, solid, glossy sentiments in here as well. So you can see there's baby, look at love, and brilliant when you can just put the word on, colour the floral. That's all you have to do on the card. Looks gorgeous. Here it is. Is it too late now to say sorry? I'm terrible. I can't sing to save my life, can I? I mean, really, I shouldn't inflict that on you. But done in those lovely sepia tones. It's beautiful. Here, Hope. Now, the Hope one comes like this. But look, we've done it and then we've chopped it up and stacked it and used some of them fab collage stamps and just done a little bit of stampy background and just done hope. And we've all got hope at the moment, haven't we? Hope for life returning to normal. Absolutely brilliant. We've got hello. Is it me you're looking for? There we go. We've got hello. That wasn't just a Bieber. We've got.
I thought it was Adele.
It's Lionel Richie.
Hello.
Hello. No, Adele's hello. Now comment. Come on, guys. Tell these youngsters.
Adele or Lionel? Who were you thinking of?
It was Lionel, and Lionel is the original hello tune. Just let's get it.
Or maybe it could be Hello Dolly as well, you know.
Oh, well, hello Dolly. That one, yeah, it could be. There's some hope there with our fantastic aquatint inks in the background. Here we've just coloured this one in with our alcohol markers. This is a thank you. And this is what I'm saying to all of you for my horrendous singing in this last 2 or 3 minutes. Really, I am sorry. And then this is what I'm hoping you are all remaining, my friend. Even though I did that awful singing for you. They're a brilliant collection, really they are, they're gorgeous.
Oh, Lionel, OM gosh, Lionel for sure. Debbie says Lionel, Lionel, of course, Lionel Richie, no Adele's, all Lionel's. Oh,
I told you.
Kind of sad. I love it. Have you seen Adele recently? Have you seen the recent pictures of her?
Oh my word, she looks ill. I mean, she's amazing. I mean, she's lost, you know, she's done very well, if that's what you wanted to achieve.
I think she looks stunning. I thought she needs
a pie.
She looks like a different person.
I'm going to send her a corned beef pie and a chocolate fudge cake. She needs a bit of meat on her. She's gone a bit far. Sometimes when you go a bit far, you go all Skeletor, don't you?
Right, I'm going to save you. I'm going to move on to the can you do me the sound effect, please?
What is it? Out of this world deal.
Absolutely. It is our Sweet Treats embossing boards, and these are fantastic. These are going to enable you. They don't really look like much, I must say, until you see them here, but there are some fabulous projects that you can create and achieve with these, which is fantastic. So you're going to get both of the embossing boards as well in here. So you can see here, and these are going to work beautiful with the Ultimate Pro, or of course they're going to work beautifully on their own as well. You don't need to have the Ultimate in order to use them. £25 or $30 for these, but they also come with the most amazing cardstock. Now it is just gorgeous. Let me just show you this, because what you've got here is A3, so it's sort of double A. Is it double A4 or is it bigger than double A4?
Double A4.
It is double A4, isn't it? Yeah, I thought it was. So you've got a double A4 size here, which is fantastic. But look at all the gorgeous scrolling, the wonderful florals, the script you've got on here. You've got great corner pieces. There's borders you can snip into. I mean, it looks like sort of vintage letters almost, doesn't it? It really is a wonderful paper pad, and it's great not just only to get this, but to get it in A3 as well is a real treat. So if you want to go for that, you get that included. So you're going to get the gorgeous papers, you're going to get both of those embossing boards in there as well. £25 or $30. It's your out of this world deal, so it means we'll only hold the price on this for 24 hours, and you're saving 30%. So don't come back in a day and a half, think, oh, I'll get that, and then pay an extra 30%. Grab it now whilst it's on this fantastic deal. Now, what can we do with this, Leann? Because I think for some people, they may not have seen our embossing boards before, and I know that not many people certainly will have seen this gorgeous paper or cardstock that we have.
Well, the paper, number one, everybody needs that. It's just glorious. But actually, our embossing boards are so incredibly useful and versatile, because you get to make gift boxes that are bigger than you make with dies, because actually the size of a die you would need to make a gift box of this size would be off-putting and quite pricey. So brilliant for being able to give gifts and bigger gifts as well, and really a phenomenal deal, this out of this world deal. I mean, we should stop me doing that, shouldn't there? I just embarrass myself constantly. But anyway, this is how we use it. So I've got this fabulous board, and we're going to have a look at how to make the little picnic box carrier. I love the little cupcake carrier, if you like. So I've got all of the designs on here, and I've got my piece of A3 cardstock. And actually what I like to do, so that I can do little sneaky peeks, is I just like to give my board, and this is my stick and spray repositionable adhesive, I just like to give my board a soupçon, of stick and spray, which is kind of like a repositionable stencil adhesive anyway. Well, in fact, it's not kind of, it is. It's exactly what it is. And then what that does is keep my card still for me, so that when I lift it up, when I'm following my score lines, you see I can check where I am and it goes back down in place. But also when I do that to check, this bit isn't wobbling. And if I do that to check, this bit isn't wobbling. And everything goes back down where it was. It just helps me be precise. So then I can take my scoring tool and I can just follow in the design. And all you do is you just let the channel take you and follow down your design. And then if you're unsure of where you need to go next, this is where you can do a little sneaky peek. So you see, now I can see that I had to go around here and do my little tab. And then I can sneaky peek again and see that that's coming down there. And then I'm just letting my scoring tool follow the design, and it just finds the channel. And do you see there where it did? I was pushing up in a straight line thinking I was going all the way to the top, and it took me off on a diagonal because it was the correct way to go, and then round my little piece and lined up again. And so you just go all the way around and do that. You just follow all of your channels. And here's my little handle that I'm scoring now. But I realise that you won't be able to see that as I'm doing it. So we're going to fast forward away from that, and you would trace round the entire box shape. So if I just move this out of the way for a second, what I've done is I've scored those and I've cut them out, and I'm going to pop them on I'm going to pop it on the board here so you can see what I was showing you earlier. I was following around the little tab, going around the top of my bag, coming down the side, and then I was going around it. And you do that all in one piece on your scoring board. That's the piece it gives you. And you do 2 of those, Joe. Okay? And these little bits here, I've just cut out with my Crafter's Companion swivel head craft knife. Okay, for the little handle and for the little tab slots here. So once you've used your board and you've got both of those, you then just need your fabulous Crafter's Companion tape pen. But before I use my tape pen, what I do is go and fold and burnish all of the score lines that have been put in place for me to be able to construct my box effortlessly. So you see, I'm just going round and I'm burnishing all of these with my bone folder, and you know where it is because all of the score lines were traced round as you were making the little piece that you need. And you do that on both pieces, and this is where your Crafter's Companion bone folder comes into its own, because it's superb for burnishing all your creases. And you see, all I'm doing is following it around, giving it a burnish, and burnish just means reinforcing, Joe, just to make it nice and crisp. Everything will construct so much easier if you do it in that way. So you see, I've done that on both pieces. Now all I do is I join these pieces together. So I lie them in a line, and I can tell which way they go because on this side here I've got a tab, you see that there, and I've got the same mirror image here. So actually this tab needs to stick under this flat piece to start building my box shape for me. You can see that there. So I just want a bit of tape pen. Tape pen goes here like that, and you must use a Crafter's Companion tape pen if you're doing this with a tape pen. If you're not using a Crafter's Companion tape pen, use a wet glue. And then I burnish that, and your bone folders are really good for doing that with your glue as well, just using the flat end, giving it a good rub and getting a good adhesion there. And then I do exactly the same over here. So I'm going to put a little bit of tape pen down here because this needs to be taped. And then I bring this end of my box all the way around to meet. And that lines up there. There we go. And then I just give that a good push. And then all of these little pieces here just line up. Now I know what you're thinking. This is what you're thinking. Leanne, your presents are going to fall out your box because there's no bottom in your box. And you would be correct in thinking that. Look, there's no bottom in my box. What I like to do now is just measure that, and you don't need a template for that. You don't need that including on your box board. Why would you? All you do is work out, so that's 17 centimetres by 11 centimetres. You could do it in inches if you've got an inch ruler. It's entirely up to you. Get your guillotine and your cardstock, and then cut yourself a 17 centimetre. Let me just pop that in here so I can see my 17 centimetres.
Loads of you loving this demonstration. Lynn says she's got all of the scoreboards. She's going to dig them all out again. Can we get the paper on its own? I don't know if you can get the paper on its own, you know. What I would say, I can give you the code for it if you want the code for the paper on its own, but I'm not sure it's available. We'll check for you, but I think if you want to get it, you have to get it in this configuration. We will double check if it is available on its own. A fifth of the stock of your Out of This World deal has sold out and gone now, so it is very, very busy. Bearing in mind as well that many, many more of you watch these shows back after they've aired. Tens of thousands regularly. Tens of thousands of you regularly watching these shows back since they've aired. It is not available on its own. The only way you can get the cardstock is by getting it in this collection. So if you want it, you will have to get it in this configuration. My producer Laura is saying as well, how fantastic to make boxes for things like cakes that you've baked. Loads of people at the moment, of course, baking lots of goodies. I haven't baked anything under lockdown, you know, which is really bad because I'm actually a half decent baker. But because I just moved house, I need to replenish I don't have all the accoutrements. I used to live with my friend Stacey, and I had the mixer, but she had all the bits. Like she had every kind of whisk and spatula and tin that you needed. So now I'm a big boy and I've moved out on my own. I'm gonna have to try and start maybe accumulating some bits for baking so I can make something delicious.
Have you still got your mixer?
Yes, still got my mixer.
Have you got a fancy one?
Yes, I have.
Me too.
I do like it.
They're brilliant, aren't they?
They're really, really good.
They're really good, yeah. So I just cut my piece of bottom cardstock there a little bit too big, and so I've just trimmed it off there to get it onto the bottom. So that's how you get the bottom onto your box. Now what I like to make sure, so I've cut mine a little bit big there. I'm not going to trim it again. Just keep trying it and trimming it until you get it to the perfect size. Then what I do, Joe, is I cut another piece a little bit smaller, and I stick another piece inside my box there.
So you've got a really sturdy bottom.
You've got a sturdy bottom and nothing's going to fall out of the bottom then. And then when you fold this up, you just fold in those sides there, you put your two little edges together. They go through that little hole that's been cut on that side and clicks into place. They go through that little hole and clicks into place. I mean, you could decorate that up with a foam flower if you wanted to. You could put a little sentiment on there, put a little bit of ribbon through the handle if you wanted to. But look, you've just got a really beautiful, sizable gift box. And you know, when you want to give a nice gift, it's good to have a sizable gift box to put it in. Boxes, dies that create boxes are fantastic, and I own a few of them, but sometimes they're just a little bit small for the gift that I want to give.
Yeah.
So actually these boards, and you've got amazing designs on here with these boards. You've got a beautiful, and shall I show you what you've got? Just bear with. You've got a popcorn.
Hold the line, caller.
You've got a popcorn.
Bear with.
Hold the line. Bear with. Hold the phone.
Loads of you are saying how much you like these. Boho saying that they looks like a kid's meal box. It does a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Lots of you talking about the papers as well, how much you love it. A lot of you talking about the sizes as well. Oh, what have you got there, Leanne?
Look, I've got popcorn baskets. Oh, so these are brilliant for movie nights. If you're doing movie nights with the kids in lockdown, fill one up, make them a little basket, put some popcorn in it. This is great for trick or treating for the kids going round. I make a few of these and I fill them up with goodies for trick or treat night. And the first 10 get one of them. Everybody else just gets a handful of sweets thrown at them. Because otherwise I would be there all night doing it. But I do them for the first 10, but they're getting cute now and there tends to be a queue down the drive. It's like getting a ticket at the deli. They know that I've got 10 and it's the first 10 and there's a queue of all the trick-or-treaters coming for the sweets. These are like little kids' lunch boxes, and what I love about this one as well is great for party boxes. You know, if you're doing parties and you're sending little party bags home with all the kids, you can fill that up with all sorts of little bits as well. And actually, I don't know if you've seen on Facebook, my sister baked and sent me some cupcakes this weekend. My mum delivered them onto my doorstep, rang the doorbell, ran away down the drive and said cupcakes. Brilliant for just doing that, for doing random doorstep drops with little surprises in for people. Just a lovely way of presenting a homemade gift, I think.
Really lovely, and it's so lovely if you've made something homemade to then be able to present it in a homemade gift, a homemade box as well. Oh, I love those for popcorn. Boho is saying price is amazing here. You're saving 30%. Remember, £25 or $30 gets you both of the boards, but remember, it's also going to get you. Oh, it's got a lovely wobble to it. It's going to get you that gorgeous. Oh, I've let myself down there. I'm going to redo that. My shuffle was lackluster there. Let me just try that again for you. There you are. Look at that gorgeous A3 size as well, which is fantastic. So it's double A4 as well, which is brilliant. Now, of course, even on things like our Out of This World deal, where we bring you amazing rock bottom prices, even on our warehouse sales, where we go as low as we can possibly go when it comes to prices, you can still use your Club Inspire discount. If you're new to us and you're not familiar with Club Inspire, here are all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind-the-scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there of Club Inspire. So remember, you can still use all of those amazing discounts in conjunction with all of our fantastic pricing that we bring you here on Crafters TV. Right, I need to whip through and give you an update on how we're doing stock-wise, because it is a very, very busy launch party that we are having this evening. So let's dive right in. The Edgeable collection, which gets you that luxury linen cardstock along with those 2 fabulous dies, £20 or $26 to get those. Very, very busy on that. We've got the flower forming collection for you as well. This will be the next one that we take a look at. A third of the stock's gone here. You get the layered rose, the layered daisy, 9 sheets of our flower forming foam and 400 stamens within there as well. £23 or $31, always popular whenever we bring that one to you. Then you've got the embossing and stamping collection. In here, what you've got is that monogram frames, really great for personalisation. Wonderful for save the dates, great for wedding stationery, wonderful for place settings, loads you can do with that. 56 pieces just in the monogram frame alone. Then you've got the peony corner, which is always busy, and the gorgeous matte mirror. The matte mirror is like our mirror card, but it's like a brushed stainless steel effect over the top. It's a really lovely collection, that £21 or $28 to get that home. But get it all together, we'll give you a bit extra off, and what we'll do is throw in the 6x6 paper pad as well. We say it's a paper pad. Is it paper or is it card? It's on the cusp, isn't it? It's 180 GSM the paper pad. So you've got that included in there. It's got foiling on it as well. Perfect to go with all of that wider collection that you've got there. £60 or $80 for that one. You're saving a fifth, which is really good value for money. Now the wedding collection, this is fantastic because you've got a great stamp set here containing things like love is the greatest gift we can give each other, wishing you a lifetime of happiness, love, laughter and happily ever after. It's great for wedding cards that you might want to make. You've also got in there as well the other great stamp sentiment set too, so really great for all of the wedding cards that you might need. You've got in there the save the date, so you've got everything you need again for that wedding stationery. The Explorers kit, loads in this one for the money again. 3 of our pigment ink pads in there, so you're going to get the green topaz, you're going to get the pure white and the pink tulip as well, along with 2 of our ever popular cut and emboss folders. They are an embossing folder with a die embedded in them, so they cut and emboss in one pass to make the most gorgeous frames, which is brilliant. £28 or $38 if you want to go for those ones. We got the Edgeables on the show. Really busy, fast becoming the star of the show, these ones. Approaching half the stock gone. Let me just run you through again exactly what you're getting in here. So you've got 5 of these Edgeables here. So you're going to get the With Love. Now remember, because they're an Edgeable, we're showing you them using this configuration, but because they're an Edgeable, it means you can do all of those Edgeable techniques that you know and love. So go back to Crafters TV, go watch one of Sarah's masterclasses. There's 2 Edgeable masterclasses on there. So you've got 4 hours of education on Edgeables within our website as well. You don't need to use them over the edge if you don't want to. You can actually use them as a banner across the center of your card, has been used here. So you can see these are the 5 sentiments that you're getting included. You've got a hello there, you've got thank you, and you've got thinking of you as well. Very, very busy over on the website for these, as we knew they would be. Ever popular. They weren't launched all that long ago, so it's lovely that we're being able to bring them to you on the shows. A lot of people were asking about the measurements on the mat that Leann works with, and they are the measurements. So when we talk about A4, A5, A1, A2, it's marked out on there, so you can see that glass cutting mat is available on our website as well. So make sure you pop over there if you would like to get your hands on one. People are talking about just leaving stuff on people's desks and then running on people's doorsteps and running away is like the opposite of like knockdown ginger, whereas you used to knock on people's doors and then run away. Now you're knocking on leaving stuff and then running away. I'm sure that this is a much better one for all of everyone involved as well. Lots of you talking about how much you love the baskets that are possible as well. But if you want to get your hands on those scoreboards, remember they are in that out of this world deal, which is fantastic. Now I just want to quickly remind you what's in the flower forming kit, because I know that's what Leann is going to demonstrate for us in just a moment. In here, what you've got is our flower forming foam. Now our foam is fantastic. It is an amazing quality foam, and the thing is about our foam is that it's heat set. You heat set it, and that really sets it apart. See what I did there? Because what that I've dropped some. Hang on. I've dropped 2 bits. Now I feel like I'm never going to get back up. What's the difference with that is that when you're heat setting it, you know how with some flower forming foams you can create something with them and they look brilliant, but then it sits in an envelope to go somewhere for a couple of days, and it gets there and it looks like the dog sat on it, doesn't it? With these, that's not going to happen because you're able to heat set them. In this collection, you're also going to get the stamens as well. You're going to get 400 stamens, and you're going to get the 2 flower dies as well. So you're going to get a 3D layered rose and the 3D layered daisy. But let me show you some of the beautiful things that you're able to make. These really gorgeous, lifelike floral creations what you've got on here. So you can see, well, that one's got the wax seal on there as well, which is gorgeous. But you can see really full, really lush, really dense. Whether you're using the daisy, whether you're using the rose, you've got some white foam in this collection as well. And that's really important because the white foam allows you to get your colouring mediums on there, and it allows you to add colour onto them, which is fantastic. But if you want to make really big, lush, dense floral themes, this is definitely the collection for you, whether it's for your card projects or for home decor or even to wear. Again, this isn't just about card making really, this collection, is it, Leann?
No, it's about everything. It's about all of the home decor, and actually we've got a beautiful headband that I usually wear when we're doing a flower forming show. It is glorious. So for festivals, if you've got young, teenagers in the family who are going to festivals next year, you'd be able to make them all matching floral headpieces, which would be fantastic. But actually, bridesmaids and flower girls, brilliant for that, and the little posies in their hands, which then they can keep because it's not going to die, it's not a fresh flower. All of those floating teacup designs that you see, lovely displays at home, just put it into some of that fake moss in little jam jars and you've got a lovely floral display. It really is very, very usable. And as Joe was saying, our foam is very different to other foams you might have used. This formulation of foam, this was made specifically for Crafter's Companion. And
our formulation?
It's our formulation. Oh, you are on fuego today.
On fuego.
You are on fuego. It's our formulation, and so it's specific to Crafter's Companion. You won't get it anywhere else because it is mouldable and it does hold its shape when it's being heated. I've got 3 of these beautiful layered rose dies from the Garden of Love collection, Joe, and I'm going to run this through a couple of times. I've got a double piece of foam here because I can cut through 2 layers. I think I can actually cut through more, but I'm just going to run it through a couple of times because I want a few different layers to cut and to be able to form the flowers. I do love having very full, beautiful flowers when I'm using the foam flower forming. You can do an odd little flat one if you want, you know, just as a little embellishment. Of course you can, but my personal preference is to go full on. So you see I've got that one there, so I cut 2 pieces out here and it's just getting it apart. There it is. So I just need to peel it apart once I've got it. There we are, because they get quite compacted in the die, the 2 pieces of foam. So just use it there, peel it apart. There we go. So I've got my 2 little pieces. Now I'm going to get my 2 bigger ones. There's my 2 bigger ones. And actually I want to do that again. So I want some more pieces. So I'm going to cut this little piece. Now, obviously I'm being very generous here, Joe. I'm going to try, oh no, I'm not. I'm being very generous with my foam. At home, just, you know, I'm doing that for speed. But at home, I am so tight with my foam. I cut out this piece exactly to the die, layer it all up so I'm not wasting anything, so I can get maximum usage out of it. And I mean, you do the same thing, but it's a case of do as I say, not as I do with this at this moment in time. I don't want to waste it when I'm at home, but you know, for speed, I'm just going to do it as quickly as I can for you here.
These would maybe be good. Could you use these through the Mini if you wanted to use these in a smaller sort of hand wound die?
Absolutely, they'll work in the Mini. Absolutely, they will. No problem whatsoever with that.
Wonderful. Loads of you loving these. A lot of you saying you love the collection. Robin saying, haha, formulation, lol, 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 lol. I love Robin. She always laughs at all my jokes, you know. She's fantastic. Robin in Maryland, she's always good. We need, you know, if you ever need to cheering up, just crack a couple of funnies, and she always brings the lols, which is great.
Oh, good for her. That's fantastic.
Carol's...
Sorry, Joe, go on.
Sorry, Carol's saying what she'd likes to do is make these up and put them in containers, and she just has, you know, just spends time. She says, the foam fair's incredible. People think I spend hours on these cards. Men love them too. I make a container of them ahead of time, so I always have them on hand, which is a lovely idea, isn't it? It is
a good idea, and actually I do exactly the same thing. I will just have myself a lovely couple of hours. Just sit, it's very therapeutic, and if you've just got your little you can do it on a tray on your knee. Cut all of your pieces out as I've just done there, and then if you just get a tray on your knee with all of your pieces done, then you can just have a little craft iron beside you, and you can just sit and make them all night because it's really, really easy to do. Now, what I love, and you said this earlier, Joe, about our foam being different or being excellent, is because you can take your inks, and I'm using my Harmony Water Reactive here, and you can colour up the foam. And I like to do this because it just gives more of a natural glow to the foam that we're using, more to the floral, gives it a bit more dimension. You can just use the flat colour of foam, of course you can, but I do like to just add a little bit of interest. And you see, I'm using our orange Harmony Water Reactive ink pad here, and just adding some dimension, some colour to the pink foam, and you get something that looks like it would be in nature at that point, Joe. And you see how easy it is. It's just a, what's the word I'm looking for? Production line. It's just a little production line, and it's just very quick and easy. And looks how many I'm able to do just effortlessly. There's all of my big ones done.
And if anyone was nervous about heating our foam, could they use it without heating it if they wanted to?
Yes, you can, and I
Okay.
will show you that as well. I'll see if I can fast forward to a demo, and I'll try and show you how
As
to
if
do
by
that
magic,
too.
as soon as I said that, Nicole's commented saying, do I need to use an iron? I didn't see that first, Nicole. I think maybe we are in tune.
In tune.
Yeah, on the same wavelength, that's for sure.
Right, so actually, I'll just with this little one, before I've coloured it, I'm just going to wipe that up because otherwise it will get, oh dear, throwing the tool on the floor. Let me just get that back and clean the mat. I'll not use this one with heat, I'll just show you how I would do it with this one. And so what you can do is a couple of different things. You can use your ball tools. Now, our ball tools are fantastic because they have bigger balls than the industry.
We've got a great deal on those ball tools as well. They are on the website right now. You've got a discount on those, so you can go and grab them. They come with the foam mat as well, which is fantastic.
So you see, all I'm doing is stroking them. And actually, if you've got your stamping mat, if you don't, your big piece of foam here is great for when you've heated them, but actually there's also in the package a smaller piece of foam, but your stamping mat works really well as well.
Okay.
And what you can do is just manipulate them with your ball tool, as you can see there, and the foam takes on the shape and the edge becomes frilled. And you see how that has now got more dimension to it. You can just give it a little pull and form with your fingers if that's what you want to do, and get a little bit of dimension in that way. That's easy to do. And then when you stick them all together, if I just do that, you'll see we're getting more of like an open water lily effect. You can do it like that. And then the other tool that we've got is this genius tool here, the distressing tool, which will allow you to ruffle the edges of your flowers. Now you can do it petal by petal, or if you're impatient like me, you can fold your whole flower up and then you use the tool. So you'll notice the mat has got vertical grooves and the tool has horizontal grooves. You use them against each other. So this is vertical, this is horizontal. You rub that over the edge of your petals, and what would have took you hours and hours of twisting and many blisters when forming foam flowers happens in seconds, and you get these beautiful distressed petals. So when you lay them up, you get lovely little distressed blooms. So no, you don't have to have the heat, Joe, was the long answer.
Fantastic.
To that question. Oh dear. Right.
A lot of people talking about these, talking about the ball tools as well. Or people talking about maybe could we have new colours for Christmas? People are asking. Red and deep green foam for Christmas, maybe. Purple would be good too, suggests Helen.
I would say be careful what you wish for.
Oh. Because Christmas isn't that far away apparently here at Crafters Companion. It'll be my first Crafters Companion Christmas, and we're launching it, is it June?
It's June.
Wow.
Yes. Christmas in June. We all get our Christmas songs on.
Do you
and we
have
get in
Christmas trees in the
festive spirit.
studio?
Well, I think we would have to.
Well,
I think it would be the
I hope
law,
we're gonna have
really,
some
Joe. I
Christmas
mean,
trees.
honestly, I think it would be the law.
What's your
right.
favourite Christmas song?
Oh, that's a good question. I've got so many.
Mine's a modern one. Mine's Leona Lewis, Underneath the Tree. Or is it Kelly Clarkson? I always get the two confused.
I think it was Kelly Clarkson. Oh, I like that one. That was good when they came out.
That's Kelly Clarkson. I also love the Leona Lewis one. I love them both, and I always get the two confused, but they are both fantastic.
They are.
See, now this is a new way of using the iron. I haven't seen this way. I've not seen it on its side before.
Oh, it's just because when I reach over it, because I'm short, my arm gets in the way.
Fair enough.
So
I thought it was some sort of new technique we were looking at.
No, it's just Leanne saving herself from burning herself. My favourite Christmas song is probably... I know what it is. It's off the Cranks. My son and I sing it all the time, and I can't remember the name of the group. If Peter, if you're watching, message Joe, tell him what it is. It's the Ravenels or the Ronettes or something like that, and it's all the trees are going brown now. If you know what it is from the Cranks.
I think you're making this up.
No, I'm not. It's off the Cranks. please put it in there because it's gonna be a worm in my ear all night. I can't remember. I know our crafters will not let me down. What we're going to do is warm the foam while you're remembering that song off the Cranks for me, which it's in my head. It's my favourite Christmas song of all time. I'm popping this on my iron. Hang on. Here we go. So I pop it on, hold it in place. Can you see how it visibly shrinks? And then as it pops off, that layer is all done and ready. And then all I do is I push that into my foam and look, the most beautiful formed little rosebud ready to go. And the same with the larger ones. So I pop it on, hold it in place, and you'll see it visibly shrinking and taking shape. The warmer you get it, the more shape you're going to be able to have on it. So you can see how that's starting to shrink and curl. Look at it, right in front of your eyes. The Ravenettes, the Christmas song. That is my favourite.
Ravenettes?
The Ravenettes, the Christmas song.
Oh.
It is my favourite song of all time. And when you hear it, you'll go, oh, yes, that one. Look at that beautiful little bloom there, Joe. Look at it.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, and this is what we mean about being able to just sit and do these on an evening is absolutely fantastic. Now, did you see that one? I had that one off quick.
Yes.
And so the difference, and then I'm pushing it into my foam again, the difference between that one and this one, look, the amount of time I left it. And then these can all nest into each other to make look. I mean, it's just absolutely exquisite. So, shall I show you how to put one together,
Oh,
Joe?
yes, please.
I'm having a nice time. I don't want to know.
I know, I can see. We've only got 4 minutes left.
I want to stay here with everybody and make flowers.
You're going to be making flowers when you get home now, aren't you?
And sing the Ravenettes and get in the spirit. Oh, you're cruel to me. So once you've done a few of those, I just like to stack them. So I've got a large, a medium and a small there. You can see. And then I've got some of this jewellery wire. And I just use my pokey tool, if I can find it. Pokey tool, come to me. Here it is. And I poke a hole in the middle. Okay, so I just go through my foam, find the space, poke a hole in the middle there, which I've got. And then with my jewellery wire, I catch some of my stamens through. So you see, I'm going to get a few in a little bundle here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like a few. I like to be generous with my stamens. I get those and I thread a piece of jewellery wire. This could be a hair clip, guys, and you could take the hair clip out later. But if you invest in some jewellery wire, it really does make life easier. So you see how I've folded those and caught them in the jewellery wire there. Can you see that? Yeah. And then all we do is we take the jewellery wire. Oops. Just keep a hold of them. I'm trying to, all fingers and thumbs, do it so you can see. And then I push that through the hole I've created with my pokey tool. If I've lost it, I've lost the hole. Sorry.
People are asking if you can use the opaque inks to colour the foam, Leanne.
Yes, you can.
Yep.
It'll just take longer to dry.
Wonderful. That's always good to know.
See,
what would you use an alcohol marker to colour them at home? If you had to make a choice, Leanne.
You can absolutely do that. Oh, look what's happened. Right, you stay there. I'm all fingers and thumbs, and we might be a little bit over time, guys, but I'll get my stamens in place. If you get any complaints or if anybody speaks to you about it, just send them to me.
Okay.
And I'll tell them I authorised this.
Well, I'm not sure. Is everyone at home all right to hang on for a minute? Just let me know if you're all right just to go a few minutes over just at the end.
I'm sure our crafters are more than okay with that. Right, okay.
I'm sure, they are. They're saying, it's fine.
There we are. And so then your jewellery wire comes through the little hole that you've poked. Oh, no. Oh, here. Somebody get a decent craft demonstrator, will they? Just sack this one, because she's all fingers and thumbs. Here. Right, let's do it again. I'm determined. That was a very northeastern thing that I said just there, Joe. Here. Right, let's get this in place. Oh, no. What's happening? Oh. Here, I give up.
You're giving up?
I've given up. No, I haven't. I can't give up. It has to go in. I'm going to just try with my stamens directly. So I'm folding these in half and I'm just going to twist them and see if I can get them through the hole. And I think that'll work. So I think that'll work better. Joe, you recap and come back to me in a minute.
I will
when I've
come
got
back
this
to you,
through
don't you
here.
worry. We've only got about a minute left on the show, so I do just want to recap a few of the items that have been exceptionally busy in this show, which is quite a lot of it, to be fair. If you want to grab the flower for me, now's a great chance to do so. 20% saving on this. You're going to get the rose, you're going to get the daisy, you're going to get 400 of those stamens. It'll last you a really long time. And, of course, you're going to get the flower forming foam to go with it as well. Also busy is the full collection, because when you buy the 3 collections together, we give you a further saving. We're also going to throw in that 6x6 paper pad for you too, so it's a really great way to get something fantastic. A lot of the individuals, there's a lot of Gardener Love individuals available on our website right now, and they're very, very busy, so do go and check what we have for the whole show. The Edgeables are very, very busy too. The Debbie Fishables, as I call them. It was our Debbie's idea, these, and they are fantastic. Half the stock of these have gone. If you're watching this show back after it's aired, definitely check the website for the stock situation on those. £31 or $47 is fantastic value for money on those. Now, the sweet treats, a quarter of the stock's gone here. The only way to get that beautiful, A3 paper pad is, of course, to go for this configuration. It's only available here, £25 or $30 for that one. We've also got the Explorers kit for you on the show. 3 pigment ink pads in here, so you're going to get green topaz, pure white, and the pink tulip as well. And then you're getting the Normandy, and you're getting that Provence frame within there as well. So absolutely loads for you there for £28 or £30 for £28. How are you getting on, Leanne?
Well, you know, as soon as you stopped looking at me, it happened straight away. Isn't that just the law of the craft land, really, isn't it? So what I've done is I've poked my jewellery wire through my hole, and all of my stamens are threaded in between. And then when I pull this through, it just brings all of the stamens through my flower, and I can get them, you can see here, it pulls them through the bottom in one piece. And then I've got those so that they look beautiful inside of my floral there. I'll just show you. There you go. Look how lovely that is. And then with your hot glue gun, I then take my piece of jewellery wire out, which is why I'm saying it could be with a hairpin, if you want to do it with a hairpin. And then I just fold that flat with a hot glue gun, pop that onto my project. Look how pretty it is. I mean, it's glorious. And you know, when I was showing you how to do them and they were all folding up on themselves, Joe, and I was leaving them to heat for a long time, I just want to show you this, because that die that I've used has done these little flowers, and that's one layer, just leaving it to heat up for a long time, keeping your ball tool inserted till it closes, and then gives you these gorgeous little rosebuds, or you can lay them up, and this is more like the one I've just done. So choices are yours. Absolutely beautiful, however you want to do them. It was an absolute pleasure to spend Tuesday with you again, guys. We'll do it all again tomorrow. There's a masterclass. It's a pop-up boxes masterclass tomorrow in the morning. It will be a good one. And then Creative Cravings coming up a little bit later in the day. Leanne, when are we back together again? Tuesday, my dear. Tuesday. I'll see you next Tuesday. You will. See you Tuesday. Fantastic. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.